Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Shanna. I'm so glad you're here. Now today I'm going to be working on a masculine card. My sister needs a birthday card for her son. And I got this set here off of Amazon. I have other tool sets if you've seen any of my videos before, but I do have other tool sets. But I thought this one would be fun to work with since it's new. Now he is kind of a car guy and works with a lot of tools and does a lot of different things. Very, very handy. And so I thought it would be fun just to kind of put together a tool bag with some tools and just kind of make this. So I'm going to just grab my MISTI, and I thought I would bring in, I'm not going to use, a lot of times I'll use the silver metallic on the tools, but because this stamps on here, and it won't stamp well on that, I don't think, I'm going to just use kind of this rustic looking gray cardstock and just stamp out some of my tools on here. And I think I've not used this stamp set at all, or the die set. In fact, I haven't even cut it apart. So I've got, you know, the dies for all of it, but I'm just going to stamp each thing down, and then I probably will double die cut it. So what I'm thinking I'll do is probably die cut the part of it in this color and then part of it in black, so that I'll have some accents for it. We'll see. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. Let's see. I'm going to do, for like the things that would be kind of silvery, I'm going to put on this gray cardstock. And I'm going to do the things that are more brown on a brown cardstock is what I'm planning to do. So typically your screwdriver, your wrench, your level, those things are going to have some silver on them. This wrench, adjustable wrench here, and I've got to get them laid down right. That would be silver, and then this would be silver, and I even think my drill might even be silver. So I think I'm going to lay that down there and this here, and I'm also going to add my, maybe I'll just do them all, because honestly the head of my hammer would also be kind of that color. Now this isn't silver cardstock, but I'm just going to go in this direction and go from there. So I'm just going to lift them all up. I'm going to use my Memento black ink. I've got to get my magnets in here and get that down. Okay, so I'm going to use my archival ink. I can't find my Memento black. It seems to have gone missing. So we'll just go with this, and I think we'll be all right, because we're not really going to do any coloring or anything, so it'll be fine. And like I said, I have not used these stamps, so they're probably going to have to have multiple passes on it, because they are new, I think. And I'm just going to get my stamp presser, my pressure tool, stamp that down. Oh, mercy. Oh, this is right in the way. Okay, so we're going to have to move that. Get that out of the way, put it right there, and we'll just re-ink and we'll give it another go. Just press down in those areas that I don't think took as well. Good. Seems like the ends of them, I just need to put a little pressure on the ends of them to make sure they get inked up real well. Okay, I think I can work with that. Looks pretty good. This one could be a little bit better. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, so we'll just pull these out. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'll die cut these, but right now I want to die cut this tool bag here. And my son-in-law, I don't know what kind my sister's son has, but my son-in-law has a tool bag that is about this color. So I'm going to cut me a piece of paper like that, and I'm going to clean off my stamps here, put them away, and stamp up my tool bag. Now, let's see. My dad always had the hard side toolboxes, but I've done enough construction projects with my son-in-law to know that he has a nice soft side bag. And it's really nice because you can just pick it up and easily carry it to different projects, and you're not moving a big old heavy metal toolbox or whatever. So I don't know if my nephew, my sister's son, has that or not, but when I bought this, I had my son-in-law in mind because it just reminded me of his tool bag that he had. But I thought I'm going to use it for my nephew, and so I'm just going to set this down on here and get this inked up, and then we'll have a nice little tool bag for all of our tools. And I don't think I'm in frame, so I'll just push it up there. So I've just laid it on this color paper. Just pick it up, stamp it down, give it a good stamping. All right, looks good. Let's see how this turns out. Where's my little stamp tool? We'll bring it in, put a little pressure on there. Okay. Push down. I'm going to ink it up one more time just for good measure. Press it down. Okay, I think it looks good. Now I'm going to just go off screen and just do a whole bunch of die cutting, and I'll be back and we'll put our card together, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so I've got everything die cut out, and this is really cool because it's got little slots in it so that you can put your tools down in it. So that'll be a lot of fun. I thought I'd do some just really quick coloring on these. I was going to layer them up with a double die, thinking that I could, you know, snip an edge off and maybe, I grabbed the wrong piece, and maybe layer it up like that to kind of give it the look of it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do a little coloring. So I thought what I would do is just bring in, for instance, my hammer. Typically, you know, my dad's hammer would be like a wooden hammer. So I'm just going to do just some real quick coloring on this, and just kind of color in my hammer. Just to give it a little bit of more dimension. Just kind of do it like that. I did make a little mistake there, but we can go with it. And then it seems like, I don't know, maybe seems like sometimes your screwdrivers and such are more black, or your plier handles are more black. So I'm just going to take these and just kind of fill them in real quick, just to kind of make these look a little more realistic, I guess, is what I'm doing. And just the handle, you know, the grip area, it's usually got some plastic on there, some type of a rubber or a plastic grip so that you can better grip your tools. And usually, you know, might be black, might be blue, might be yellow. A lot of times they're yellow. But I'm going to keep these kind of all the same and pretend like they're a little set in which everything just kind of has a black handle. And I'm just going to roughly do that so that it'll continue to look like it has a grip. And then this as well would have a little grip on it of some sort. Mine actually are like a baby blue, my tool sets are, but I didn't think I wanted to do a baby blue set for a guy. So, and my saw, the saw, I wish I'd kept that brown out because, oh, there it is. Because typically the hand saw has a wooden handle, and so it would be brown. I spent a lot of time on construction sites as a kid. My dad, who was actually an electrician by trade, used to work on a lot of construction sites, on a lot of home builds and stuff like that, and I would go along with him as a young child and hang out. If my dad was going somewhere, I was in the truck ready to go. He later went to work at Fisher Body and was an electrician there and worked there for many years and retired from there, but as a young child I spent quite a bit of time with him on construction sites because I wanted to go wherever he was. So that was kind of fun. Anyway, so I'm familiar with tools and I've used tools. In fact, if you've seen my craft room video or my studio video, I do talk about the room and that my dad and I finished it off together. And we literally did it together, you know, built the walls in and put the windows and the door and the siding and everything on it together. And and finished it together, put the flooring and everything. So we did that. I'm going to leave it like that because this typically would be, you know, a silver type, which I realize I didn't use silver, but it's because I wanted to stamp the impression on there and not, it wouldn't work very well on my silver metallic. So I think I have all of my elements here. And I was thinking, I actually cut a card base out of this, and I just knocked a tape holder off on the floor, so excuse the big noise. This craft colored paper, I thought it would be my card base for this particular card. So I'm going to score at 5.5 and fold it over. And then I thought, because I'm trying to keep my colors fairly neutral and, you know, as masculine as I can, because, you know, sometimes can be hard to make a masculine card when you've got all this craft stuff that's kind of frou-frou-y or whatever. So I'm just going to try and do that. So what I'm going to do is take one of these black panels that I have and cut it down. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Sorry, I said that wrong. And what I said was what I was going to cut it down to. I'm going to cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm off camera doing it because my desk is getting crowded. Just bring that in real quick. And so I've got this 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it looks like I did cut it at 5 1/2 instead of 5 1/4. So we'll recut that, and then it will fit better on our card base. Okay, sorry about that. I'll have to maybe edit that out. But so I'm going to lay that down, and it's going to just be a manly man's card is what I'm planning to do. I'm just going to bring the old tape runner in. My sister asked me last night about it, and I said, sure, I'm sure I have a birthday card, but I don't always have manly cards, so I thought I'm going to take a minute today. We just went to church. I had everybody over for dinner. We had chicken and noodles and mashed potatoes and corn and green beans and crescent rolls. And everybody went home, and I thought I'm just going to take a minute since everybody's gone home, and I'm going to make a card for him. And I think that I think you hang your hammer off of this is how you do it, because I'm thinking that's how my son-in-law had it. So you hang your hammer right off of that, and it just kind of hooks on that little bag. But I'm going to kind of let it stick up a little bit just to kind of make it look so you can see it. So I'm going to hook that in there, and then let's see, what do we got? Because I've only got so many holes. Looks like I've got 6 other holes, and I've got, I don't know, 8 other tools. So I'm probably going to have to put a couple tools in one hole. I'm going to put the drill over here because I think it'll look nice kind of sticking off of there like that. And then maybe the wrenches, I might put 2 of them together. Maybe here. Let's see, what do we got? Let's go ahead and put the saw in here. And then we'll put maybe these. I'm putting the taller ones kind of in the top area. And then we'll just poke. I'm going to put the level over here. This is really kind of cute. And let's see if we can get these pliers in here. And there may be a particular order. I don't have an example on my, actually I think I might. What I might do is stick that in there and stick this in there. And then maybe I'll throw some of these down here just for some looks. So I think that'll be cute. So what I'm going to do is flip this over. I think I'll just take my tape runner and just run it across the back, and I think it'll hold it all down. All of my pieces in place there. And we'll just get it stuck down on the card. I think it'll be fairly simple like that. And that way they can kind of be raised up a little bit. I'm going to do it like that. I want to get it centered. Yikes! Kind of get it centered like that, and then was going to try and get that in there a little bit differently so I could see it, but I think we'll do it like that. I think that'll be all right. And I'll put some tape behind there, maybe, and get that laid down. I think that's cute, and then we'll just kind of throw these down here on the bottom. And I'll use some glue for that. Just bring in some glue and stick those down there. It's going to be a fairly flat card with the exception of my tools that are popping up. And then I could put some little foam dimension behind a couple of these just to pop them up a little bit. And I'm looking to see what I got. I think I'm just going to take these and just cut off some little strips. And it goes flying across my desk. And just put some tiny little strips on there to pop it up. Let's see, has it got the tape on it? Yeah. Pull that off. And I'm just going to slide just a little bit of dimension on there so that's popped up a little bit. And I'm going to do the same with this. And that one can have a little bit bigger piece because it's a little bit wider. And my sister went home and didn't say anything about a card, so I'm going to have to call her here in a minute and say, hey, don't forget to come get this card, so that she'll have it. I know she's trying to get, she's going to have like a little dinner with them. She had lunch with us because they had some lunch plans, and she's going to have a little dinner plan with them this evening. So I'm kind of cutting it down to the wire, but she didn't say anything to me until last night, so anyway. Okay, so I've got this. I think this will work. I think it looks very manly. Now I just I need to go look in my stash and see what I've got from a happy birthday standpoint. So hold on. Wow, that was super easy. This is a new foil set that I got from my Secret Santa, and I already had it ready to go, so I can just pull this thing out and stick it on there and glue it to my shorts. It just fell on my lap. And stick it on there. And I've got a happy birthday card for a man. I think it's cute. I hope you like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. This was fun. Something different, not what I normally do. Kind of fun. Very inexpensive stamp set from Amazon. I will link it in the description box below. So check it out. Take care. Bye.